Okay, so a quick disclaimer because before the actual video actually starts, this video contains, of course, spoilers for the upcoming Asdrulet 3 map. So if you don't want to get spoiled, click off the video right now. And so, yeah, and also another thing, if I sound a little bit weird or dead inside in some of the recordings later on, it's because I'm actually trying to speak English, which is not, of course, my native language, and also I'm coding at the same time, so it's kind of hard to do that both. So thanks, and yeah, I'll leave you to the video. Bye. Hello everyone, Asdrulet here. Today I'll do a very different video from what I usually do, and I'll show you the process of making an Asdrulet level, including like not the building, but the realization of the different mechanics, such as secrets, the ability to collect stars, also the custom items, which is fairly easy to do, as well as the mobs. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. Okay, now that I redid some of the decorations, we can hop in the level and see how it's looking. So yeah, now that we've done a bit of decorating, what I can do now is add some of the items and mobs. So for the items, it's pretty easy. I made a generator that gets some values from the item, as you can see here, then reads them in the lore, and yeah, they get displayed as such. And the stats, as you can see here, also work, of course, with the custom system I made. So let's see here. I want to make a helmet. I want to make it a player head. So it's a 4 helmets, as you can see here. So what I can call it is like 4. So since it's made of 4, it's gonna give a lot of heat. I mean, it's gonna make you warm. And defense, I guess it can be like 3. Not to this, like 6 health, no defense, but and this will give you a 5% chance to dodge attacks per armor piece. Levels 5, the rarity is 1, so that seems fine. The scrap value, now this is how much scrap you're going to get if you shred or recycle the armor piece or the item. So I'm gonna go with 4 since the helmet. The material, I mean, since it's made up of that wolf part, I guess it's gonna be necrotic. So yeah, since this is for helmet. Now one thing that's missing is the skull owner that has, so let's go here, add a player head. Skull owner here, I'm gonna make it like a wolf. Okay, so I ended up using this head because, I mean, it looks kind of nice, and also the blue fits the whole ice theme. So you can copy this, go into MC Stacker, paste this here. Now copy all of this. I'll go here and put it here. So if we reload, see, we're gonna get a 4 helmet with a 6 health, 5% dodge chance, and 2 heat. As you can see, if I put it, the temperature I feel increases by 2, which is 2 more than the default one of their level. Yeah, now we can work on a custom mob. Like this frozen zombie here, I have some tags that define the mob, so I can just replace them all. Now I want to make him wear a bit of armor, so yeah, like I'm gonna give him a custom head as well. Then I like a leather chest plate. make it unbreakable, and about this color. Now I'm gonna search for frozen zombie. I'm sure there will be stuff. We copied this, now we set his health to like 60, his XP drops 20 XP, and got a level 6 mob. The setup will work. Okay, so if I reload, this is a regular zombie. As you can see, it's gonna look like this. I mean, yeah, I might have to change the pants as well because they look a bit too blue, but yeah. Okay, but there is one problem though. Since when mobs hit me, they do actual damage and not the damage that I am using, which uses scoreboards values. So in order to avoid this problem, we have to make an advancement here on frozen zombie. So it basically what this does, it triggers a function when I get hit by a mob with the tag of frozen zombie. It's gonna remove let's say 23 health from the player. So if you're gonna in the stats, in the remove health section, we can copy this into 23 because of that. Yeah, the health you can remove. Now here you place the actual damage, and here you now let's give him a special ability. Let's say that he has a 10% chance to give you slowness. So we'll execute. No, not here. Yes. Okay, so now when you get hit, you have a 10% chance to receive slowness 1 for 3 seconds. Okay, now for the actual gameplay part itself. So the objective of the level is to get to the top of the mountain, collect some sort of item that will let you unlock the door that is at the beginning of the level. Now this level the door will be not reachable due to the presence of the barriers. Oh my god, how fancy am I speaking right now? Anyways, yeah, we need to collect a key, and since this door is locked, we need to make it so when you load the level, it always locks the door, and it also displays some particles, which I have right here. So let me access the level files here. You can see I have each level in a folder because I'm very tidy. I mean, yeah. So these are the functions that you run when you load the level. The important ones are here. No, they will be here when I basically fill the door here. Barriers. So if you completed the level in a previous run, they will always be there. Now this particle one will be in the tick function, which always runs. So if we load it right here, you can see the particles would start to appear. Now we have to have some sort of thing at the top that will be picked up. So I think like an armor stand or something. So some armor stand. Disable slot hole. This. call that tripwire. I mean, I'm going to change the texture, of course, but so you get the idea. You have a custom tag like key 1. So I gotta give also a tag of this tag determines if the entity belongs to the level. You see each time they are killed, so we prevent lag. Now we just need to get the coordinates where we want to place this. Okay, I think I made it too low. Okay, so let's see, you go here, you pick up the key. I think I'll be right back. Okay, now we're back. So if we load the level real quick, we grab the key from the armor stand. You can see you get a message, the sky gets darker, which, well, I'm not actually doing anything at the moment. So basically what I've done is I told to run the particles if there is the entity called key holder, which is the armor stand that's holding the key. Now, unless that entity is holding the tripwire hook, which, well, if I stole it, you can have it. So then we have to run the function to open the door, which will basically kill the key holder, run some effects, tell the message, and then remove the barriers from the door. So go here, yeah, there won't actually be any barriers. Now, the next logical thing to do will be the system that makes you leave the level, go somewhere safe, and make you open the chest and think about here. But since I want to keep that for last, so that I know exactly how many stars there are, how many secrets there are, how many mobs there were in total, I think the next thing to do would be to place some secrets or some stars. So yeah, let me think of something real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm in this super secret position, which I will not reveal you the location of. But if you press this button, you can see there's the ground. Now this door will open, you can go down, there will be a zombie and a star. So yeah, you can ignore the zombie, and if you want to pick the star, you press F. You can see this is just a debug thing. But yeah, now we pick the star, so yeah, off to making the next secret. Yay, bye. Okay, so now it's the next day. I went to sleep, I went to school and did stuff, and I played Minecraft. So basically what I did is add some custom mobs. I won't actually show you how they can damage the players because, I mean, I don't want to spoil too much stuff. But basically you kill them, they spawn this thing, you kill that as well. You do all this for all the mobs that there are. All the, I mean, Ice Guardian thingies that there are. Now look here as I kill this last thing, and yeah, so the ice begins to melt and stuff happens. And you can go down here and there'll be a star, which I have already, of course, collected. So yeah, that's it. I mean, there's still one star to add, but I want to make that off camera, so I mean, not all of the locations will be revealed. And yeah, so now I think we can start working on the actual loot system. So what happens when you actually cross the finish line. And oh yeah, before we do that, I want to show the code behind the mobs. So basically there's some functions to run when an Ice Guardian is about to die, which is basically to, well, kill themselves, and before they do that, to also summon a shulker bullet, which is called a high score here. Now in the level take function, basically what it does is checks if there isn't no Ice Guardian, if there aren't any ice cores, if the player doesn't have the func to 1 star tag, it basically runs the commands that well, replace the ice with water and some of the stuff in the messages. So yeah, now to do that, I can work out some stuff to add as rewards and also the tables, the loot chests and stuff. And we're back. So basically what happened is that the file I recorded where I developed where I coded a bunch of items and a system for when you get some emeralds at the end got deleted somehow. So let me just show you what I made here. Well, when you finish the level, the bunch of math gets run that basically calculates how much of the level you have completed, which we can see here. Just some numbers and stuff that happen. So then we're gonna go to main, which is the first command that gets run that decides what level of the chest you're going to find. And so yeah, as you can see here, there are 5 different tiers, and also there's a chance to find some armor pieces, and I also coded one of those pieces as well. So I'm not gonna spoiler them now because, well, it wouldn't make much sense. And yes, so if we hop into the level, and complete it, you can see I get teleported into this room. And yeah, since I haven't done anything, there's like a 25%, that's the default for when you finish the level. And if you open the chest, you get some emeralds, the sign appears and it's going to teleport us to the map. So yeah, I suppose I can still do couple of things before we call this an episode, which is to add the loot system for the mobs that I added. So in order to do this, we gotta go to the loot tables. And make one for the frozen zombie. So here each mob has an ID. So we added a wolf, and add a wolf of camera, and also the frozen zombie. So the frozen zombie will have a mob ID of 8, so the loot ID will be 8. Now all we have to do is go to the functions, the mob loot. This is where the ID gets filtered based on the number it has. Okay, so once the system detects that you have picked up a frozen zombie loot bag, what it will do, it will run an RNG, of course, that will then decide what to give you between coins, potions, and items. So for the coins, well, it's just an RNG that picks a random value. So how about this? Now for the items, we're gonna make it either some. I'll have to think about it. I still haven't added exactly all of the items. I'm gonna I don't know, make it drop the. I don't know. I'll come back to that later. Whereas for this, I think this is fine, except this will be 3 and not 1, because those are a bit tougher, you have more health, and when you were killing a level 1 zombie, which was the original code of this. So yeah, now I should also make one for the dog, of the wolf. Okay, so I'm gonna make the wolf drop the first set that we made earlier, and also a saber too. No, I don't think we'll have. I don't think dogs have that kind of teeth, so I'm just gonna go with I don't know. I'll add this item off camera, so I mean some of the stuff that I will add aren't exactly shown. So yeah. Now the potions, I guess they're fine. Like this, I might do speed 2 instead of 1 because they're wolves, they are fast, I think. So yeah. Now I change a bit of the coins, and yeah, that's it. Okay, so I made this weapon which basically deals 17 base damage, but also it deals 1 extra damage for every 5 degrees felt by the player, which is not this temperature. This is the general level temperature, but it's this one, which considers also the armor pieces that the player is wearing that also affect their felt temperature. So, I mean, in this case, it should do 2 extra damage. As you can see, instead of 17, it will do 19 if this guy, yeah, you can see 19. So yeah, of course, this is the last clip of the video. I mean, there are still a couple of things to do. There are not big lines of code, but just some minor fixing and tweaking to do. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this kind of video. It took quite a lot of effort for me to do. Unlike all of my other videos, because well, in this one I actually recorded various clips and put them together. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe and comment what you think about this new kind of format. And if you're interested in knowing more about this map I'm working on, join my Discord server. The link is in the description. I'm hoping to release this at least before the beginning of December with at least 10 complete levels and some, I mean, other locations which are not levels but like towns and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.